Sorry about that. That was seriously, this movie is amazing. It is literally amazing. This is everything that Batman v Superman should have been. Everything. Literally everything that Batman v Superman could have been and should have been. The the directors know how to play this out. They understand the characters, they understand the heroes, they understand how to put them all together, and it doesn't feel forced. Wow. I can honestly say there are more heroes in this than Batman v Superman. And this does not feel forced. And it's got more heroes. Like, probably up to 20 heroes in this movie, and it feels so right. It feels it's amazing how the directors can make this film feel so grounded, so realistic for a superhero movie. Fit in all these characters, and they all have a purpose, and they all work, and they don't feel like. I mean, I'll get to one thing that kind of bothered me, but besides that, the heroes were fantastic. Everything that was input was great. I can't really say much because I don't really want to spoil anything, but I don't know who in the hell is going to walk out of here, out of this movie, being disappointed. I really don't know who's going to be disappointed because this movie was everything that I had hoped for, and seriously, I wasn't even expecting it to get this much, to get as much as I did. It was like a treat. It was like a treat, seriously. What I love about this movie is that they're able to focus on so many heroes, but they can still focus on Cap and make it Cap's movie. And they can, I mean, the thing I love about The Winter Soldier is that they were able to focus on a 70s spy thriller and make it into this suspense, like, a real grounded sort of thriller from the 70s. And I felt suspense for Captain America. I was actually worried he wasn't going to make it through. And with this one, the action, the directing, the editing, the effects, the story, the pacing, it has improved completely. Like, it is so cool to see a sequel that gets better each time. It just improves throughout the three. It just improves so well. It's an amazing trilogy. It's an amazing trilogy. It gets better each one. And I mean, what can I say that is wrong with the film? I can't really say much. But the one thing that bothered me, just one, was the villain in the film, Zemo. I love the actor, Daniel Barol, I think that's his name. He plays Zemo. He's a good actor, a great actor. He does a good performance. He's interesting. He has a purpose as a villain, but as a character in this film, I just feel like he wasn't really needed. Even though he was there and he was a good villain, he's a good actor, he had a purpose to be there for some little thing. As a character, he wasn't needed. We didn't really need him, if you get what I'm saying. That's the only thing I had problems with. Even though I like the villain, and I hope we probably see more of him in the future, sequels, I just feel like he wasn't needed in this film because it was centered around Iron Man and Captain America. And this villain just, even though there was a reason for him to be there, and there was a purpose for his character, I just feel like he wasn't needed. Sorry if I keep repeating that, but that's the only thing I can say that is wrong with this movie. I can't really fault it. Is it as good as The Winter Soldier? In my opinion, yes. It is better. Like the action, the pacing, the story. I mean, for me, this is funner and more exciting than the other Captain America movies. I actually think this is better. No, I agree. This is better than Avengers Age of Ultron. It's close to the Avengers, not near as close, but pretty close to being on the par of the Avengers, but it beats every other Marvel Cinematic film, in my opinion. It really does. Like, I think it's my second favorite out of the 13 Marvel films. 1, The Avengers, this, Civil War, and 3, The Winter Soldier, and 4, Guardians of the Galaxy, and 5, Iron Man, and 6, Ant-Man. I'm not going to go down all the list, but I I am just blown away at how well they could do this and do everything that Batman v Superman could not do. Literally, this film is amazing. This is one of the best superhero movies I have seen since the Avengers. There, I said it. It is an amazing film. You will not be disappointed. Robert Downey Jr. is amazing as Tony Stark, and I actually think out of all the performances I've seen him as Iron Man, he puts in more emotion and more of a serious performance as Iron Man and Tony Stark I've ever seen throughout his 7 films as Iron Man Tony Stark. Well, 7 as Tony Stark, because he had a little appearance in Incredible Hulk, but 6 movies as Iron Man. He is more, like, even though he gets the pay rise out of all the actors, he really sells in this movie. He does the best performance I've ever seen him do as Tony Stark. That's all I'm going to say. Chris Evans is great. He's always good. He does a good job as Captain America. Everyone else is great. I mean, these little cameo appearances of people. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Spider-Man, the guy that plays Spider-Man, Tom Holland. He is fantastic. He is just a treat to have. Seriously, he was great. Probably, I mean, I still love the first 2 Spider-Man movies, but this guy is even better than Andrew Garfield. I actually think he's better than Tobey Maguire. I mean, he as Spider-Man, he sells. As Peter Parker, he sells. He's great. I'm so looking forward to Homecoming. Ant-Man, man. Ant-Man. Paul Rudd, he was awesome. Everyone was awesome. Everyone. The story was awesome. The use of these superheroes were awesome. Everything made sense, and it took time to get to that moment, but it worked. It worked. It was just so good. The only problem I have is the villain. Even though he was a good actor and a good villain, and he had a bit of a purpose, he really wasn't needed. Despite that, you should go see this movie. It is fan-fucking-tastic. It's way better than Batman v Superman. Is it the best superhero movie of the year? No. I think Deadpool. No, Deadpool is still up there. Captain America: Civil War, second. First, second. Batman v Superman, even though it's like third at the moment, it's going to be probably one of my last at the end of the year. But anyway, I am giving this a 9.3 out of 10. Great film. Go see it. You'll love it. Bye.